All right, Harmony Science Academy, 6th grade math students. We are now Cba7, okay? So, as you guys know, with the content objective, you need to identify equations and expressions, and you also need to solve and model one-step equations, okay? So, as we complete today's 6 problems, let's go ahead and make sure we highlight that portion, okay? All right. So write each as an algebraic expression. Again, as soon as you hear algebra, you're thinking some kind of variable, okay? So anyways, x minus 13. This right here is an expression, algebraic expression, because it doesn't have an equal sign, okay? However, this continues with is 30. So now, because there's an equal sign, it's no longer an algebraic expression, it's now an equation, an algebraic equation, okay? All right, let's go to this one. N times 6 is, okay, this part is an algebraic expression. Now it's an algebraic equation is less than 33, okay? So is less than. Okay, so now I have to read that together. Is was alone. This is together with is less than. So is less than, okay? Right, the Pac-Man is going to eat the bigger, so this is less than. N times 6 is less than 33. And you guys know that this can also be written like this. 6n is less than 33. Okay? And you will get time for you guys to practice as a whole class and then with your partners. Let's move on to number 3. Solve each equation. So let's go and solve it and then we'll discuss, right? We already met the first objective, understanding expressions and equations and inequalities, by the way. Now here, we're going to go ahead and solve each equation. So when you look at an algebraic equation like this, okay, since there's an equal sign, here's what you gotta do is you gotta look at the problem and be like, hey, p is being divided by 4 and that equals 5. Now to solve, that means you gotta get that variable all by itself, okay? This is what you want. You want p equals something, okay? So the thing that's bothering us is this divide by 4. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by 4 here and by 4 here, because now p, I'm multiplying by 4 and dividing by 4, so that cancels. And over here it doesn't cancel, so I have p equals 20. Okay, so I solved. Now notice that this is like our content objective says this is one step because it just took one step. Okay, since I was dividing by 4, I multiplied by 4 in one step and I solved for p. Done. Okay, let's look at the one step over here to solve this problem. A plus 10 equals 19. Well, I want a by itself, okay, but it's not by itself, it's got the plus 10, so I'm going to do the opposite. Plus 10, the opposite is minus 10. I'll do it to the other side of the equation, minus 10. And this cancels, plus 10 with minus 10 cancels. So I have a all by itself, and 19 minus 10 is 9. Okay, so there's the one step to solve, okay? All right, so you want these in your notes. Let's go to the last ones. Now here, from your content objective, you want to model, okay, these one-step equations. So let's see if that's true. Number 5. Find the price of one candy bar if 8 candy bars cost $56. So with these, The important thing is to identify the variable. They didn't give it to us, but you can come up with one yourself. So 1 candy bar. I'm going to say that C equals 1 candy bar. Okay? Find the price. So, and we could even put a dollar sign. 1 candy bar, the dollar amount. Okay? So if 8 candy bars cost $56, so 8 candy bars equals 56. Okay? This was very important. 1 candy bar, the cost of 1 candy bar in dollars. Okay? And in here also is the algebra, okay, equation. So once you model it with some algebra, you can solve it. So here I have 8 times C, okay, so the opposite of multiplying by 8 is divide by 8, okay. Multiplying by 8 and dividing by 8 cancels. So I have C equals $7. Okay? One step. And how do I know I'm done? How do I know I solved for C? Because C is all by itself and it equals this. Okay? Let's do the last one. How old is John if he will be 59 years in 4 years? Okay, so let's put J equals John's age. Okay? So let's read it and try and understand what's happening. John will be 59 years old in 4 years. So John in 4 years, right, plus 4 years. John's, and then we can put here year. John's age in years. Okay? John in 4 years will be 59. Okay? So now that I've got my algebraic equation, I can go ahead and solve for it. The opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. And this cancels on purpose, okay? Plus 4 is the opposite of minus 4. So I have J equals 55. So John's age is 55 years old. Okay? All right, so this is what's in our future the next couple of days. Go and set this up in your notebooks, very important, and then we'll get some practice. Thanks for your time.